What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more of The Glove, and we're returning for the final proper tune on the Blue Sunshine album 1983. Thank you again to Nikola, though there are 3 bonus tracks in the folder, so we have a bit more to go here. Nevertheless, the final regular tune is Relax, which is either a directive, a command, a request, an entreaty, or it can be a verb, which I guess is intransitive. Nevertheless, it could apply to the speaker or to someone internally, but it could also be, again, a directive or a request issued to someone, and I suppose by implication someone who is in an excited state or someone who is a bit frantic or otherwise more energetic or worried than the person issuing the directive thinks they should be. It feels normative. So yeah, I wonder which, if either of those contexts will be relevant. It is a single word title, so there's no additional context. Let's give it a listen and see what it's about. This is The Glove. The tune is Relax, and it's the final tune on their 1983 album, Blue Sunshine. Hey.
銭をもらわなきゃ。何が何でも井戸津屋から銭をもらわなきゃ。
What a trip that was. I honestly feel like that was being in someone's head on a psychedelic trip. Which is interesting, like, there are some details that are a bit more normal music, or as normal as the glove may be, which is to say that cycling and hypnotic guitar, that certainly had a more normal feel, and there was an atmosphere that felt like it could be, again, like the beginning of a darker Cure tune or something like that. But there's all these adjacent and arrhythmic noises, like someone, like a jailer jangling some keys, like a metallic or even like a chime type of sound, like chimes that blow in the wind, or that like if you walk through a door with those like hanging like beads or like metal so that they're jangling against each other. There was what sounded almost like a xylophone run, but even that felt like a bit disconnected from the cycling guitar. There was that like air blaster, like sand blaster type of sound, air hose, I'm not quite sure, but it was like rhythmic even though it felt otherwise like non-musical. The tune felt like it was quieting down, maybe even fading out, and then it would come back to life or even shift into a new atmosphere at a couple points. So I really didn't know where it was going, what was happening. I was thinking like maybe relax, like here's this weird psychedelic ambient tune, relax, let it wash over you. So it was almost like a directive to the listener. But yeah, that sample at the beginning, at first it was like, oh, that like there was like a very East Asian, like Japanese sounding instrument, but I was like, it sounds like he's saying demo, which is like but or however in Japanese, but the rest of the line felt more like Russian or something. And then when it came back at the end, I was like, oh, maybe it is Japanese. So yeah, my first inclination was to think that maybe it was Russian, and then at the end it was like, oh, but like demo, like maybe it is Japanese. But either way, that was kind of like on this loop, so it was rhythmic in a way, but again, it felt like it was floating disconnected from the rest of the sonics. So just a really crazy journey, and yet in a way it feels like a perfect conclusion to this darkly atmospheric and artistic album. So yeah, a fitting end to a crazy album. And again, this has been a treat, not only because I was aware of like one of the members from two different deep dives that I've been going through, but again, I think Jeanette Landry sounded good on the vocal she was on, and it's different than The Cure. There's been a couple songs where it's like, oh, like I can hear the the dark Cure vibes here, but by and large, it wasn't like The Cure. So interesting to hear Robert on a project that is very different. So yeah, just a cool journey. Once again, shout out to Nikola. As I said, there's 3 more bonus tunes in here, so we've got a bit more to go before the folder is done. Let me know what you think. And the stretching, a bit fussy, but now relaxing again, Luca and I will see you next time. Peace.